next project. What is up, guys? We're here with Battle Packs Official tonight, doing a live stream with you guys. Super stoked. Galactic Cantina is already here. I like this. Welcome. Mr. Battle Packs, how are you doing this evening, sir?
I'm doing good, man. I'm really good. Can't complain. How you doing?
Doing well. Daisy in the building. Um, how's your week been? You still in the middle of that move?
Yeah, we actually haven't even started yet. We're about to start packing probably this weekend, and
Ooh,
then by this weekend we should be out, as in like personally, and then by next weekend we'll be out with like all of this stuff. Oh, like
dang.
all our Lego and Star Wars stuff will be out by this next weekend.
Dang. So when are you hoping to be moved to the next spot then?
We should be up and running over there by the 14th.
Wow. So you got a lot to do within the next month, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be a crazy month. The good thing is it's the holidays, so a lot of things slow down, and a lot of people are just chilling right now. So I got a good
Yeah.
couple weeks to figure it out.
Are you guys getting a U-Haul or anything or semi truck? What are you guys doing there to get everything over?
I have a van for the business that I used to like deliver all our packages and used to buy all our inventory. I'm gonna try to use that as much as possible, but if I have to rent a U-Haul, I'm gonna probably have to get a U-Haul.
Dang, that's crazy, dude. That's a lot.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
man.
it is. One second, I'm putting the thing in my Discord real quick so I can get my people in here.
Yeah, go for it, dude. In the meantime, I'll check our chat here. We got Galactic Cantina in the building. Hello there, General Kenobi. Daisy says hello there. Come here, my little friend. Don't be afraid. Mr. Pop says your late night action. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
How you doing, Pop? Good to have you in the chat. Um, saw back to Cantina. Saw that Battle Pack bowls are shipping.
Yes, sir. I got your drip order on its way. I dropped it off a few days ago, so expect it. Oh, it's international, but expect it soon.
Yes. Daisy says, I just bruised my face like 5 minutes ago. I hurt myself again. Daisy, I'm just going to have Battle Pack send you all the bubble wrap that he owns, and you're just going to wrap yourself in that.
Yeah, I got a couple miles of it, so don't worry about it.
Oh, man.
Renders kneecap taker. Who is this?
I don't know.
It's one of those guys.
He looks like he's a Lions fan. His Lions just beat my Packers.
Damn.
You guys are good. I think that's just a reference to Dan Campbell, the coach for him at one point, said, and if we get knocked down, man, as we're getting back up, we're just going to bite your kneecaps off.
Damn.
I know. I was like, whoa, okay. So.
Damn. Yeah, okay. So I think that's Luke. You got any renders for shot? Yeah, now we got the trolls coming in.
Oh, man. I love it. Goodness gracious, guys. Well, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you guys watching. Like I said, we're just going to do late night chat. Got some things to talk about. We haven't done this in a while. And we actually have some news about us doing this from now on. So stay tuned on that.
Yes, sir.
But, man, I wanted to ask you about your trip to Italy. So
Yeah.
you'd been planning this for quite a while. And you took – who all did you take with you?
Well, it wasn't my trip. So my stepdad, it was his 60th birthday this year, and he wanted to go to Italy. And my mom surprised him with a whole trip out there.
Oh,
And
dang.
then he was like, "Oh, well, I want to take Steven, which is me, and then my girlfriend, because we're a pretty close family." So he was the one. I was like, "I want to take them." So he bought us tickets and flights to take us over there. So without them, we wouldn't have gone. So yeah, it was a nice surprise trip for us. I felt like it was my birthday too, but but yeah, they took us out there, and we spent 11 days just driving up and down Italy, going to different cities, hanging out at different locations and all that. It was nice. was a
That's
cool,
sweet.
cool trip.
So we'll talk about like the Star Wars cities that you've done, but like, what were some of the coolest cities that you went through and got to experience?
My favorite place was definitely Rome. I had to
Okay.
give it to Rome. Yeah, the other cities were a little slow, a little not my style, a little like country-ish.
Yeah.
Rome was nice. It was a big city. They had a lot of stuff that was open late. Good restaurants. The food was good there. The other
That's
places
massive.
had decent food, but it wasn't really my favorite.
Okay.
Everyone's pretty nice. I have no complaints about the people. But other than that, it was just a nice experience. Different culture for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
So what are some of the best foods you had over there? Like, what were some of the stuff that they make that you're like, dude, this is phenomenal?
Oh man, any like the pasta or any like the sandwiches from the street. There's a lot of like delis, and they
Okay.
make a lot of like big sandwiches with meat, like lunch meats and all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's really good.
I'm a big
Um,
hoagie guy. I love it.
yeah, so it's stuff like that. And
That's
then they have a lot of good desserts, a lot of good baked goods like the breads, their muffins, the gelato is really good.
okay.
So it's a bunch of random stuff, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what does a typical breakfast look over there? Because we all know about the pastas and the pizza and all the Italian things, right? But like, what does a breakfast look like over there?
To be honest, dude, I don't even eat breakfast, not even out here. So I didn't really
Dang.
get to see what a breakfast out there was. But I'm pretty sure it's eggs. Or no, I don't know. I'm not too sure. I have no idea.
That's
I can't tell you.
awesome. Galactic Cantina says never been to Spain, but went to Mallorca, island on the coast of Spain this summer. I bet that was beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I've never been to
So
Spain, but I know it's nice.
yeah, he said Italy. I mean,
Yeah, no,
um,
visually, it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. All
is
the
it?
old architecture and the roads and the nature, it's pretty nice.
That's cool. Do they still have a lot of like the old ancient architecture there? I mean, I know they have the Leaning
Yeah,
Tower, but like the streets and everything, is there a lot of like
yeah.
old school streets? That's cool.
Oh yeah, everything's definitely it's almost easier to walk than it is to drive anywhere.
Dang.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
cool that they kept that.
Yeah,
All roads lead to Rome, right?
and they're tiny too. The
Like
roads are
super
thin.
narrow.
Yeah,
Dang.
like you can barely walk 2, 3 people, like like in a line. And
Whoa.
it's crazy thin. Yeah,
That's wild. Huh. I never thought of that. Especially like you said, Rome's being a bigger city. You'd think that they have wider roads for more people, but
oh no, definitely the roads are like designed for horses.
Ugh.
Like it's a totally different. It kind of took a while. Once it clicked, I was like, okay, that makes sense. 'Cause I was like, who the heck designs the roads like this? Because it's hard to explain, but it's not like a grid, like where you can just make a couple right turns and you're back where you started. You kind of have to go through like a whole maze to kind of get back to where you are. But it makes
Interesting.
sense when you think about it because it was designed at a time where people were using horses and walking everywhere. So
Right.
it,
Yeah.
it's designed for that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's
And
cool.
there's zero parking. If you want to park out there, forget about it. There's no parking.
You have to park like a mile or two away and walk it.
Yeah, literally everywhere.
That's crazy, dude. So it being a big city, you're from a bigger city. Obviously, you're from out by LA area. Like,
Yeah.
what are some similarities? What are some differences? Obviously, the streets are different and stuff, but like you said, you liked it Rome best because it was more of that big city feel. So, like, what about it was kind of making you like, okay, this feels a little like home?
Definitely just the pace of things out there. People are trying to like get shit done. They
Yeah.
have things to buy, people to see, places to go. So it's more of like that kind of pace. It's definitely a lot more how do you say urban experience. Like you can go to the mall, everything's close. There's a lot of places to eat, a lot of places to shop, a lot of things to do within a small square radius versus like the other towns you had to drive a decent amount just to do one thing.
Man,
that was nice. And then obviously like things are open late, which I'm used to out here in LA. Like you can go to a restaurant up until like 2-3 in the morning out
okay.
here. So same with Rome. There was a lot of times where we were so busy doing whatever we were doing that day. At the end of the day, we wanted to go out to get food, and every restaurant closes at like 8:30, 9 o'clock. You know what I
Wow.
mean? So yeah,
Yeah.
versus in the city, it's like midnight. It's like pick wherever you want to go. You can
Yeah.
go. Yeah.
It's
So
funny.
stuff like that.
It's funny, in the town I live in here, we got about like, I think like 30,000 people, and we have a decent amount of restaurants, but there's usually only 2 that are open all the time, like all night.
Yeah.
McDonald's and Taco Bell. You want McDonald's, you want Taco Bell, you're good.
Yeah, that's the best.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining. I could eat that,
Right.
eat either of those every day, honestly.
Same. I'm a big Taco Bell guy. I don't care how old I get. Like that was mine and my buddy's go-to, is T-Bell.
Baja Blast, man.
Yes, 100%. I always tell people, if you go to Taco Bell and you don't get a Baja Blast, you're a communist. Give me your food and get out of the line. You know what I mean?
Literally,
Like,
yes. Yes. It's a night out with the boys at the bar, and then on the way home you get that Taco Bell family value pack.
Oh yeah.
You split it.
Yep. My favorite thing right now is they have if you order online, they have a $5 build your own box. And it's got, I usually put a chalupa, a beefy 5-layer. It's got a soft taco, and then those cheesy and sour cream like potato squares in a little bowl, and then a big old Baja Blast. Oh god, it's so good.
Damn, you're making me want to get some right now.
I'm a big chalupa and beefy 5-layer guy. Like those are my 2 main staples there.
Yeah, honestly, anything. I could eat anything there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would probably, if my go-to is a quesadilla and like a 5-layer burrito.
Yeah.
But other than that, I could eat anything. Doritos, Locos Tacos. That's probably, I remember getting that the most growing up.
Dude, for me, it was, besides the beefy 5-layer, my buddy and I, for a while, they had, I don't know if you remember these, they were like big triangles, and they were filled with meat and cheese, and they had like the red and green chips in them and stuff.
Yeah,
they're like $1.50, but they were this massive triangle. It was so good.
Yeah, the good old days before the inflation.
Yes, dude, it's crazy. I tell my kids all the time, like when we go through the line, I'm like, man, Dad's favorite is the beefy 5-layer. It is $3.49. It used to be 89 cents, guys. Like,
yeah, dude. That's crazy. I remember growing up and going to McDonald's with like $2, and you were fine.
Yeah, 100%.
You're chilling. Burger and a drink, no problem.
My wife and I were just talking about this. I was like, man, I remember when they actually had an actual dollar menu.
Yes.
Like every day after basketball practice, I would get 2 McDoubles, 2 McChickens, a large fry, and a large drink for $6.
Literally.
Like,
that's crazy. Yeah. I can't believe that was a thing. And now you can't even get a drink. A drink's like, remember they had the $1 any size drink? I remember that.
I told my wife, I was like, inflation's bad when McDonald's ups their price from $1 to $1.50 for a drink. Like, when it's hit McDonald's, it's bad.
Yeah. And the now they have like a Big Mac meal for, like, if you order it online, it's like $6.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, which is nice. So they're starting to like figure it out how to get back down there, but
yeah,
man, we sound like such fat asses right now. But
I know. Well, here's the thing too: is I also have 6 kids and my wife. So anytime we eat out, it's usually McDonald's, because most kids love McDonald's. So they have those. I don't know if you have them out there. Those like family packs or whatever. So you get like 2 cheeseburgers, 2 fries, and a 20-piece nugget for $11.
Yeah.
So we usually get like 3 or 4 of those to feed everyone.
Hell yeah. See, hacks. You got to do that. Yeah.
And we have the app. We always use the app for 20% off.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So
I think using apps on anything is the best. Wait, someone said Wendy's $1 any size drink now? Oh, hell yeah.
Really?
Got to go to Wendy's now.
I know. Because I think Wendy's too has like the extra large size drinks too you can get. Because Taco Bell had that for a while. They had like the extra large drink.
I know Carl's Jr. and Jack in the Box does. They have like crazy big ones. Yeah. Jack in the Box, like Jack in the Box, you have to order a size down for everything because their
Yeah.
medium is like a large for everywhere.
That's the
Kind
same
of
way
crazy.
with Hardee's.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hardee's is
Hardee's
Carl's
is
Jr.
Carl's Jr. That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Like you order a lot. I always forget that. Anytime I go to a Hardee's, I'll order a large drink, and it comes out and it's like this massive thing, and I'm like, oh shoot, like
Yeah. And then what's funny because in Italy, I went to the McDonald's and then you order a large and it's like this big.
that's it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like,
Jeepers.
and then their fries, their large fries is like the small for us.
Holy crap. I would hate to see their smalls then.
Yeah, I didn't order that. Yeah. Once I saw that large, I was like, oh shit, that's right, huh?
In Sweden, single cheeseburgers are $1.80 to $2. Yeah, here for if you want to make double at McDonald's, it's $3.29. But they have like a buy one get one for $1, which if I'm by myself, that's what I'll usually do.
Yeah. And the food was a lot cheaper. That's one thing I will say. I went to a liquor store. I don't know if anyone buys alcohol that
I
often,
do.
but out here, like a bottle of vodka would be like $60 just a bottle of vodka. Oh, there we got a bottle of vodka, a bottle of champagne, and like a ton of snacks and candy and Red Bull, and it was a total like $45. Yeah,
Jeez,
it's crazy.
that's wild, man.
It's crazy how cheap everything was. And then we go to a restaurant and order all kinds of food, and it's like it was six of us. And the check will come back like $150. It's like, what the heck? That's
That's
nothing for a bunch
cheap.
of people. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Because like out here, like our Costco is where we usually get, or I usually get my alcohol and stuff.
Yeah,
And like
same.
it's like for the big old bottle of vodka, I think it's like $45.
Yeah.
The big one, which is
Yeah.
crazy that you got all that for 45. Like
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's nuts. It's dangerous.
it is. It's like, yeah, I probably shouldn't live over here.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's cool, dude. So going back to Italy, like you got to see some Star Wars sites. Tell me about some of
Yeah.
those sites that you got to see and just kind of how that
Well,
was.
I had planned to see a couple more, but we didn't. The scheduling didn't make it that far because we spent a lot more time doing certain things that we didn't expect that we to be doing. But the one spot I did get to see is pretty much the Naboo location that they filmed on episode 2 for
Okay.
all of the lake scenes where they're right there at the
Yeah,
balcony. Yeah, so I got to pretty much go and like the literal filming location of all those scenes, and I got to hang
that's
out right there
cool.
for a couple hours. Yeah, which was
I,
really nice.
I saw some of your pictures. I bet it's so much more beautiful in person, though.
It's crazy, yeah. It's a lot smaller than I expected, but it's beautiful. It's
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah.
Did you get the picture like Anakin in episode 2 where he's like standing in the archway with his hands behind his back? Like,
I totally forgot to.
dude.
I was so focused on just everything that was there that the whole photo thing it flew. I was worried
Yeah,
about the videos.
that's funny. Yeah. Oh man, that's sweet, dude. It looked like a great time over there.
Oh yeah, I had a great time, man. Especially with all the wine and champagne they have over there. It's crazy.
I bet their wine's really good.
It's
I'm not a
really
big
good.
wine guy, but I mean that's prime wine country over there.
But yeah, I'm not a wine guy either, but I am now because of that place.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
I drank enough to the point where I'm like I'm down, you know?
Dang. So what
Yeah.
kind of were you drinking a lot of darker wines or what kind of wines were you drinking?
Everything. I
Everything?
was yeah, there's a lot of very how do you say?
Vineyards.
Yeah, vineyards, but there's a lot of different types to choose from.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Variations and stuff.
Yeah.
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 That's cool. That's cool.
Between so I had a lot of like the white wine, the red wine, a lot of sparkling wine, and they make a lot of olive oil, so we had a lot of that. A lot of everything. The cool part is everything's made there.
That is really
Yeah.
cool.
So nothing was from out of state or out of the country or anything. It's
So you're getting
all
it all fresh.
from the cow. Yeah, straight from the cow.
That's cool.
The grape cow.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Nothing's better than getting straight from the source, man. Like,
Exactly.
That's the way we do it here. Like especially in Nebraska, we have quite a few people that we know that are cattle farmers, and so
Nice,
all of our beef we just buy straight from them, and so it
nice,
never hits
yes.
any kind of production or anything like that.
No, no packaging, no
Nothing.
handling, processing. Yeah,
Well, the only thing that's packaged and handling is like they'll take it to the butcher, and then we'll just go pick it up, pay for it, and then they seal it, zip seal it, and stuff for us.
yeah.
But that's it. Like, yeah, I mean, there's no chemicals, nothing, and it's so much better than store bought stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to find because I've heard of places out here where you could buy like quarter of a cow or
Yeah.
half a cow or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm trying to
Yep.
do that because I eat about like a pound of meat, a minimum about a pound to 2 pounds of meat a day.
Dang.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm looking for somewhere that to supply that. Hopefully, while we're out in Vegas, I could find something. But
Yeah, you're probably
we'll see.
closer to finding something out there.
Yeah,
Yeah. And that's what we usually do, especially for, when it's just the six of us, like we'll buy half a cow a year. It usually lasts us about a year.
damn, really?
So
A year?
yeah. Close
What
to.
the heck?
So yeah. But I mean that's a lot of meat for us at least. So
Yeah,
and we eat a lot of like obviously the beef and then a lot of chicken and a lot of stuff like that. So
nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So obviously this last week, Skeleton Crew came out.
Yes.
What is that? 3 days ago now? 4 days ago?
On Monday.
Monday.
4 days ago. Three and a half, 4.
Yeah. So Skeleton Crew came out. First, I want kind of your thoughts kind of going into it. Were you excited? Were you not? And then as you were watching it, like, let's start with episode 1. So like your thoughts going in, and then let's talk about episode 1.
I'll be going in, I have to admit I was the biggest hater ever. I was like, this show's gonna be so stupid. It's another waste of time. It's another waste of money. I don't know why anyone's gonna waste their time watching it. I was not gonna watch it at all. The only reason why I watched it was because Tony was like, it can't be worse than Acolyte. And I was like, okay, like he has a point. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like he literally, like that's literally because I said, "Are you? What are your thoughts on this?" Before going in, he's like, "It can't be worse than the Acolyte." And at that point, I was like, "I wasted my day watching that premiere, so I can waste my day watching this one.
Right.
It can't be worse than that. I survived that. I could survive this." So I watched it, and it totally changed my mindset as of right now. So far, and the reason why it's because I'm able to disconnect the whole Star Wars timeline. Like there's nothing in this show that I've seen so far, spoiler alert, that has to do with like Anakin or Palpatine or
Right.
you know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
like there's no strings attached. Anything could happen and I'm fine.
Yes.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yeah, like
Yeah.
the universe isn't gonna change because of this, whatever these kids, unless it leads up to some crazy shit that
Yeah.
we don't know. But
Right.
as of
I mean,
right
it could lead
now,
up. Yeah, it could lead up to like the Mandalorian or something like
yeah,
that. But I'm okay with that kind of thing. If
yeah,
they add some like characters like we saw Vane, like maybe we end up seeing a Hondo, like stuff like that. I'm
yeah.
okay with. But yeah.
Well, it's okay. I know everyone's saying Hondo, but I don't want. I don't think I want a Hondo appearance.
Really?
Yeah,
Why is that?
because then it's gonna have to be. It's gonna be one of those situations where they kind of have to set it up. Like it's gonna be another right time, right place for Hondo. Like I don't know how to explain it, but they're
Yeah.
gonna have to set it up catering to the fact that he has to somehow be there. And then now we're changing like the whole like you get what I'm saying? Versus
Yeah.
this is just its own thing, its own
Yeah.
things happening. I don't like
Yeah.
unless it really makes sense, then I'm down. Like if they like how in like the end of Rogue One really connects to the beginning of New Hope.
Right.
Like if they could figure out some shit like that where
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
smooth and it's like, oh,
It's
that
not
makes
forced.
total sense.
Yeah.
But if they do it like the Millennium Falcon just so happens to be sitting on the same planet where Rey,
Jakku. Yeah.
the same way it was just randomly sitting in Tatooine. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
if it's
Yeah.
just like that, then it's like, okay, here we go with this shit again.
Right.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Yeah.
Yeah. I get that. So, give me your thoughts on now that you're actually kind of digging it. Like, what's your thoughts on episode 1?
Of the skeleton crew.
Yeah.
Uh it's tough to say. So let me start with this. I don't like watching kid adventures.
Okay.
I totally like Stranger Things did not do it for me. I was not excited about that at all.
Okay.
Um
I'll
the,
admit I've
the,
never
the
seen that.
yeah, like the Goonies is cool because I saw that as a kid. So I
Yeah.
think I saw it from the perspective as a kid, but as an adult, I'd be like, again, what are these stupid little kids doing? So like I had that kind of like same feeling with the Skeleton Crew, but it's it hits more home because it's in the Star Wars universe.
Yeah.
So it's like I wish I was this kid in this fucking. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
I want that speeder. I want to use credits. You know what I mean? I want that data pad.
That's
So it's like,
awesome.
so I relate more like the same way my parents related to the Stranger Things because they grew up in the 80s and those kids are
Yeah.
based in the 80s. The same way I relate to these Star Wars kids because I grew up wanting to be like in that universe kind
Yeah.
of situation. So yeah, it makes sense for me
Yeah.
at least.
Yeah. I thought there was a lot of things in there too that like I definitely related to. Like when they were pretend fighting with lightsabers. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Before the
exactly.
bus
Yeah.
showed up. Like, how many of us did that all the time? Like we were talking about it a little bit earlier. Like, I still do that. Like, I
Yeah,
I do
literally.
that with my kids all the time.
The
Like,
remote control, man, the TV
yep,
remote.
yep, 100%. TV remote, empty paper towel tubes.
Yep.
Like all of it. Like we'd still, like it's so fun, and I don't know. I thought it did a really good job of at least the first episode of kind of I don't know, just setting a cool groundscape, I guess.
Yeah.
There's a lot of nostalgia things, like that whole first scene where, spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, where, that ship pulls up, you kind of got the feeling of almost A New Hope, right? Where the Tantive 4 is flying overhead. You almost got that same feeling. And then the pirates come in, and then, you have the scene where the captain at the time, if this is, says that line of like, if this is like a bulk freighter, where is, XYZ, and it reminded me right away, and I said it on the live stream. I'm like, this reminds me of Darth Vader, right? When he's holding the guy up, he's like, if this is a consular ship, where is the ambassador?
Yeah.
There's just some really cool, like little itty bitty callbacks that were like, hey, this is Star Wars.
Yeah.
So
And then the one thing I did not expect for them to go full on like acknowledging the Jedi and all
yeah,
that kind of stuff. I didn't like once he was like, "Oh, it's a Jedi temple." I was like, "What the heck?"
yeah,
That's crazy. And
yeah,
then he had that little like iPad looking thing with the comic book of the Jedi's and stuff and the Sith.
yeah,
I'm like, "Oh crap!" Like so that they find little ways to remind you it's actual Star Wars.
yeah. Which
Yeah.
is cool because it like takes you out of the timeline, but at the same time, like keeps you grounded to Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I am watching a Star Wars show. This is cool. Like,
And then obviously shout out to Neil. That's
yes,
yeah.
that dude. I think the same scene that got Tony got me. I was dying laughing when Wim climbs up on the roof and looks down, and he's in
And
a
he's in
bubble
the
bath, and I'm
bathtub.
like, oh my word, like this
Yeah.
is. But
You brought up another point that I was thinking about a couple of days ago that this it's even though it's obviously a kids show, they're pushing it with a
yeah,
lot of like heavier, like how do you say, like the fighting is a little intense
yeah,
versus like the Kenobi show. The fighting was a little underplayed because they wanted to be kid safe
yeah.
versus like in this one that I forget the robot's name, the droid, but he kicks some ass.
He does. Yeah.
Yeah.
When he comes in and just absolutely obliterates in the second episode of this
Yeah.
pirate. Yeah.
And then
Yep.
like the scenes with Neil, like you said, in the bathtub, and then they just bring up a lot of like stuff to make it not feel so much like just a kid, like a super kid show.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So episode 2, what are your thoughts on episode 2?
Episode 2 is my favorite one out of the two. I think it just fleshes out more of what's going on because when you watch the first episode, you're kind of confused because it starts off with that heist, like that scene of the
Yeah,
pirates,
yeah.
and then you just launch into some kids at school, and then like this kid is talking about a Jedi temple, and you're just like, what? Like, okay, like what is going on? Like pirates, the kids in school, Jedi temples, like nothing makes sense. And then you find out that it's not a Jedi temple. It's connected to the pirates that probably lost that ship trying to find that planet. And then they start bringing up the lost planet, and then people are like, it just starts to flesh out more of like the storyline, and you start to go like, oh crap. Like
Yeah.
once they brought up the whole add-in is like, oh haha, like you guys are kidding. No one even can find that place. Like it started
Yeah.
getting real interesting for me.
Yeah. Same. I love that aspect that it's this planet that's like, okay, that's supposed to be a legend kind of a thing. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
what do you mean you're from Adam? And Tony brought this up earlier today, I was watching his live stream with Kai Patterson,
Mm-hmm.
and he brought this up, and I was like, dude, that's a good point. Is that it the way they did that, it reminds me of the Truman Show. Have you ever seen the Truman Show with Jim
No,
Carrey?
no.
Dude, so there's a movie Jim Carrey. You should watch it because it'll actually change your perspective a little bit. Where Jim Carrey's living this life where he's married, has a job, 9 to 5 job in an office, blah blah blah. Come to find out, the whole thing since the time he was little has been a complete. It's all been fake. It's all been a movie studio that he's been living in, and he has no idea until the very end. And so you kind of wonder the same thing about the planet that they're living on, with there's only robots, nobody can get in and out. Like, is this a fake life setup? You know what I mean? Because they're just rolling around with these Republic credits for his lunch money that he sets on the counter, and they're like, dude, where'd you get this? Like, that's a lot of money. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so it almost kind of like Tony's right. It almost feels like Truman Show in that aspect.
Damn. Yeah. I didn't even think about that. It's kind of giving the same. What's that show with the Scarlet Witch where she lives in like that fake city?
It's like the Hex and WandaVision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
WandaVision. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. That's the vibe it gives me.
Yeah.
So
100%. Yeah.
everyone's just an NPC.
Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy. Daisy says it feels like Battle Packs is reading my mind. I wasn't gonna watch Skeleton Crew at all because I heard that people were saying it was going to be like Stranger Things and Goonies. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. This is what got me. Other than here, let me show you. This is what originally sparked more of my interest on the Skeleton Crew. Was this poster? Dun, 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 dun. If I could find it. I think who posted it? I think Star Wars. Dun, 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 dun. I can't find it, but it was a poster that looked like it was a redesign of like the ET poster. Oh, this one.
Okay.
I don't know if
Yeah. I did see that one. That's
yeah.
really cool, actually.
Yeah, so I saw that with like the X-wing at the top, and I was like, "Oh crap!" Like I appreciate little things like that. Like when someone understands marketing and has a vision and can really like speak to the
Yeah.
audience. Like that post really spoke to me, especially growing up as a ET fan. and
Yep.
like that's that kind of like I'm a big like I grew up going to Universal because it's right here down the way in Hollywood. So stuff like that to me personally really gets my attention. So when I saw that, it kind of drew me closer to wanting to get into it.
Yeah, that's cool. See, I think they did a lot of that, especially with the advertising. Like there's the one commercial. I don't know if you saw it where they played Major Tom. And I think they're
Yeah,
trying to appeal to all audiences, not just the young guys, but like the people who grew up with the originals and stuff like that, and the prequels. Like they're trying to bring them all back, and like I think
yeah,
just kind of like, hey, this is for everyone. Like there's going to be things in here for everyone. Like so,
yeah. It's almost like Disney's finally just being Disney.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yep,
Like they're just like they're not trying to change the storyline. They're not trying to add their own like stamp on the universe. They're just like, okay, we have this universe. Let's make a good like adventure.
right,
And
exactly,
I think so far that's what we've gotten so far is a
yeah,
genuine Disney style. Like the pirates is cool. Like I feel like I'm watching Pirates of the Caribbean
yep,
meets Goonies meets something else. You know what I mean?
yeah, 100%.
So yeah,
Yeah, I really like it. I enjoy it a lot. It's funny. I was telling you earlier, but for those on the live stream, I saw a funny meme today that was for those of you who have seen The Office. It was Steve Carell's character when he comes out. The fire alarms go off, and he comes out of the office. He's like, "Oh my god, it's happening! Everyone, stay calm!" And it was like the caption was like Disney executives when they actually make a good show, and all the people want to watch it. It's like,
yeah,
"Oh my god, it's finally happening!"
yeah, exactly. Yeah, because we were looking at the reviews earlier, and it's getting good reviews for the first time. I think
Yeah.
since Mandalorian season 2.
Yeah, you said it's like a 7.3 out of 10 or something on IMDb.
Yeah, and then that's like a 95% overall on Rotten Tomato or some crap like that.
Yeah, which is they're good scores.
It's
So
crazy, yeah. The
yeah,
Acolyte had like a 13%. So
that
yeah,
is so bad. That's not even like that's off the charts bad.
yeah.
Oh man,
It's
that's
so
crazy.
bad it got canceled.
Yep. So where are you hoping they go with the next episode or two here? Where do you
See,
want to see them go?
that's what I hate about Lucasfilm is they release one episode a week.
I
I
know.
wish it was like I mean it gives me something to look forward to, but I want to watch I just want to finish it already.
Yeah.
But I don't know. There's what 6 episodes left. Anything could happen. I just really want to know. I don't know if I want to know so fast or if I'm down to let it kind of play out. But what's up with the Jude Law and the Force
Yeah.
powers? So that's something that I'm kind of like hoping they discuss in the next episode to kind of is he like a Jedi or is he just a trickster or whatever it is? I want
Yeah.
to know about that, and then I also want to. I feel like they're setting up. I forget his name. What's the main characters? The little kid with
Neil
the
and
curly.
Wim.
Yeah, Wim. So I feel like they're setting him up to kind of like mature and grow throughout whatever experience they're about to get into.
Yeah.
Because he seems like a little shithead that's kind of like
Yeah.
causing all this trouble for everybody.
Yeah.
So I hope he starts to become more likable because he's
Yeah.
kind of annoying right now.
Yeah, no, I get
Yeah,
that.
you know what I
Yeah,
mean. Yeah,
yeah, and that's what I want to see too. Is like who's Jude Law's character? Because I lean towards he's not necessarily a Jedi, but he's got some very limited Force abilities, and whether that was he was like a Padawan at some point and got kicked out, or was a Padawan when Order 66 happened and was able to one of the few that escaped and never got any more training after that because everyone went into hiding and
yeah.
he
Well,
kind of just.
where is this on the timeline?
So this is, I'm trying to think. I think it's right after Mandalorian season 3. So
Really?
yeah, So
This is after the Empire, after Luke
yes,
and Vader.
yep. So the whole thing with Luke and Vader, and all of that is about 22 years with the OT, I think, at the time. So I mean, realistically, he probably would have been like a young teenager when Order 66 went down. I think is
Okay.
kind of where his age range would have been. So, like
Because people are saying he might be that one pirate that,
at the beginning,
yeah.
yeah, I think that's 100% him, and I think he's been held on that planet in that cell. And I think that he heard the kids say, like, hey, we have a ship, blah, blah, blah. And now he's just going to play the, oh, I'm a Jedi. Get me off this place and I'll help you. You know what I mean? Like, because
Yeah,
he
because
was
that kid seems a little too obsessed with Jedi that someone pretending to be a Jedi would be the perfect,
right.
like, way to lure those kind of kids.
Right. Exactly.
It
So,
it also kind of reminded me of like that scene in The Last Jedi where they meet the hacker
yes.
for the Death Star, or the not
Yeah.
the Death Star, for the to sneak into the First Order ship, whatever. But in the hacker, they meet on that one Canton planet, whatever the heck it's
Yeah.
called. Yeah, it kind of had a similar scene.
It did. Yeah. Galactic Cancina says that's him. He got jailed by pirates because he led them to an empty vault. Yeah. He got mutinied for sure. You know, I think that was 100% him. Um, I don't know. I'm excited to see where it goes. I'm honestly like, I went in on purpose with no expectations because last time I went in on something with expectations, I was 100% let down. And so
What was that?
it was the last one that I went in with a lot of expectations was The Last Jedi.
Oh shit, that was a long time.
It
So
was a long time ago.
ever since then, you haven't had high expectations.
I've
Not
had
even for
okay
Kenobi.
expectations. Kenobi was okay. There were some things about it that were cool, not great. I think I take that back. Probably The Mandalorian seasons 1 and 2, like especially season 2. But as the season 1 went on, I had some good expectations for it. But Kenobi, like it was cool. We had some cool parts in there, but there was still a lot that I was like, yeah, I'm not sure about this. You know?
Yeah, yeah,
So I mean, we got, like I said, we got some sick parts in Kenobi. The part where he grabs the ship and pulls it back down, like that was
yeah,
sick. I love the end fight between them. That was
yeah.
sick.
No, I Kenobi to me was the my biggest letdown from what the like. I think after Kenobi is when I stopped
Okay,
having high expectations for anything Star Wars.
okay. So
Yeah.
tell me, like, what you said you didn't like the end fight with.
The
Um,
end fight, nah,
yeah, why
no,
not?
that was ass. That was so ass. It was just complete ass. It
Yeah,
was just it's it's again, it's like I just I it's it was wasted potential. I don't understand how that everything led up to that fight. Like it's the strongest, other than Palpatine, like the strongest evil being on the face of the earth versus technically what's supposed to be the strongest living good guy on
yeah,
earth because he's the one protecting Luke. It just didn't make sense. And like that's I wanted to see a crazy force battle, like them
yeah,
basically flying at each other, going Kamehameha, Dragon Ball Z style,
yeah,
like breaking lightsabers, ripping helmets off, trying to snap necks. Like I just wanted to see, and the whole like Vader just trying burying him and walking away, and then Obi-Wan having a chance to kill him and walking away. It just didn't make sense.
yeah. I guess that's true.
I needed to see like at the least Vader having to be saved by Palpatine or something like,
Yeah,
or and that's the only way Obi-Wan had to like run away because there's no way he's gonna take on Vader and Palpatine. So he's like dip, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something like that, or maybe Vader was about to beat Obi-Wan, and what saves Obi-Wan is I don't know. I don't know what could say. It just there's so many things they could have done.
Yeah.
Not just
No.
this little rock throwing competition they did.
Yeah. I get that. I can see that, and I understand that. I don't know. I did enjoy it in the aspect of like, I guess it was more the nostalgia thing of friend versus friend again,
Yeah,
like, and to see at the end when he takes off part of the mask and you see part of Hayden underneath,
yeah,
that
that
was
was
pretty sweet.
nice. Yeah, that was nice.
Um, and just to see like, hey, Ewan's Obi-Wan break down, and he's like, I'm sorry for everything. Like, that actually made me like, I was like, dang, like he
Yeah,
misses his friend, man. He misses his brother. Like,
yeah,
so I don't know, that part I liked. I understand what you're saying as far as the fight. Like, I get that.
yeah. I don't know. I expected I agree with you on that on the dialogue part. It was very beautiful. Like very that was very cinematic and very well done. But leading up to that could have been a little like how Revenge of the Sith was like a 30-minute fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
an intense, like this is the best of the best. They've been going at it for hours. Who the fuck is gonna win?
Right.
We don't know. Yeah, I
Exactly.
wanted that same kind of feeling for but I guess it's a TV show. They're not gonna do a 30-minute episode.
Which to me, they should have made it a movie. Like all these ones, like it's crazy. Like that's part of the reason I think a lot of people, including myself, like the Patterson cuts, is because he turns those shows into a movie, and so you
Yeah.
get everything, bam, 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 in a movie. You're not, and so I think a lot of these things they should turn into, instead of doing
I
a show, do a movie.
I think Lucasfilm, like I think there's certain characters that should be protected by some law that they can't be in TV shows because of it degrades the quality of a character. So like I don't think like Darth Vader, Yoda, Anakin, like those type of characters, I don't think should ever allow to be in a live action TV show because
Yeah.
it's because so they spend 300 million on to make one movie versus they spend 150 million to make 10 episodes of a show.
Yeah.
So it's like they're not gonna the money spent on that episode is not gonna be enough to like put the amount of quality they need to put into a certain character. So I
Yeah.
know seeing Darth Vader on TV screen, they can't spend that type of money to do what they need to do. So like they can't, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
hard for me to explain what my point is, but there's a lot of characters I believe that need to be treated with movie type of money and treatment.
So, what do you think of the role that Anakin played in the Ahsoka series, teaching Ahsoka those lessons or that lesson?
The problem with stuff like that, and I had no problem with that. It was very nice, but I didn't like the Clone Wars scenes.
Really?
I didn't like the live action clone troopers. I just thought it was cheesy. It just looked like dudes in suits. It
Okay.
looked like dudes at a con running around. You know what I mean? It
Yeah.
didn't have like that official, like everyone looks the same, everyone's a clone. Kind of looked at like the episode 2 and 3 had from the
Okay.
CGI because it's CGI, so they're able to make everyone kind of literally clones.
Yeah.
Um, I'm just huge. I'm a big nitpicker when it comes to stuff like that. Overall, it was great, but I feel like having Hayden in there with the Clone Wars outfit was nice, but everything around it was just kind of cheesy in my eyes. Like it didn't have movie quality.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but then again, that's just me.
No, it's all good.
And then obviously that whole Hayden stuff stole the whole show.
Yeah.
Like screw the whole Thrawn thing, screw Peridia, screw everything around that. Like that, those Clone
Yeah.
Wars flashbacks, and then that World Between Worlds duel was like that's the star of the whole 8 episodes.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah, for sure. I do like the gal who played young Ahsoka too. I thought she did a really good job playing young Ahsoka.
Yeah, very nice. I no complaints on her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, no, I get that though. I've never really heard, I guess, in person that opinion. I don't know. I like differing opinions, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's good. It kind of sharpens your thinking on different things.
Yeah.
So I get what you're saying. Like, as I'm running the scene in my head right now, like, I get what you're saying about like the cheesiness of it. I mean, I'll admit I was captivated to see Captain Rex in live action. I was like, it's Captain freaking Rex, like, this is cool.
Oh yeah, that was cool. Like I said, it wasn't the worst thing ever. It was nice to see a lot of these things, but I feel like it was how do we say this? It was wasted potential because we could have seen it on the movie screen done 10 times better.
Yeah.
And like I've said this before to a couple of people. I believe that Star Wars, when it comes to live action, should stay movies, and when it comes to TV series, should stay animated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I like that.
Yeah. That's what I think should happen. But I don't run Lucasfilm, so
Right.
all it will ever be is what I think.
I will say this. I think the biggest project that I'm looking forward to the most coming up is the Mandalorian movie, and it's because it's a movie, and I get to go to the theater to watch a Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's always something nostalgic about being able to go to the theater to see a Star Wars movie.
It's gonna be weird because technically, I guess not, because there's Solo and there's Rogue One, but would be one of the first movies that's not part of the mainline story.
Yeah.
Which is gonna be nice. It's gonna be different.
Yeah. So I wanted to ask. Go ahead.
What was that?
Nope, go for it.
I was gonna say, luckily, I've been able to see from the mainline. I've been able to see the last 6 in theaters. I wasn't born for the first 3, 4, 5, and 6, but 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. I got to see all in theaters.
Yeah, I've gotten to see 7 in theaters. Last year for the 40th anniversary Return of the Jedi, my dad and I went and saw it in theaters. And I am so glad I did that because that was so cool.
Nice.
So I got to do that, and then I got to watch the week after I went and saw Return of the Jedi in concert. I don't know if you've ever done that before.
No, I've not done that.
So you watch the movie, but instead of the soundtrack on the movie, they mute that, and they have a live orchestra play all the music from the 20th Century Fox all the way to the end.
Damn.
It's really cool.
Yeah, I got to check that out.
Here, I'll share my screen here real quick. We'll play the beginning part because this is just too
do that.
Yeah, and my son and I. Now this video has it chops it up because obviously you can't share the whole thing necessarily, but so here I'll share my screen. It's really cool, and I want to do this again when they come out with different stuff. Okay, let me know if you can hear it. This is all orchestra.
That's sick. They're even doing the THX intro.
Yep.
Dude, how did they get the timing right?
Dude, a ton of freaking practice is how they do that.
That's crazy.
It's so cool. So yeah, I definitely want to do that again for Star Wars if they come back out. And they've done it for Force Awakens and other things. I'm like, bring back the prequels, bring back if they do a Revenge of the Sith,
I'm going.
I am 100% going to Revenge of the Sith in concert.
Yeah. Supposedly they're re-releasing the movie on the 19th in theaters
of May.
Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy because that's right after ICCC.
It's a day after, yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I'm gonna have to come back home and just immediately go to the theater. Be like, babe, I'm not even coming home. I'm as soon as I get back into town, I'm going to the theater. So
Literally, yeah. That's what I was thinking. I have to go see because I remember seeing that when it came out the Friday after school.
yeah. I remember seeing it with my buddy Micah because he and I were big. He still is, and I still am, obviously, but big Star Wars fans. And
Nice.
we were like the only nerds in our group, and the only people willing to be like, "Yeah, we're nerds. Like, get over it." Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Back then when it wasn't cool.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's cool. So what are you as you look forward to Star Wars? Like, what are some of the? Is there anything that you're really looking forward to seeing coming out, or are you kind of just on this mountain of we'll see when it gets here?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely on that. We'll see when it gets here. Uh I have fallen out of love of a lot of the media stuff. Not because it's not. I go through phases, so it's not because I don't like it anymore. It's just I'll go through like months and months of constantly rewatching the movies and the cartoon series and all
Yeah,
that kind of,
yeah,
and right now I'm kind of like haven't been doing that as of recently.
okay.
So I think that's why Skeleton Crew has been that big nice refresher because I've been Star Wars free since the Bad Batch.
Wow.
That's the last time I've really sat down and watched anything. So watching the Skeleton Crew, it's like I've taken a tolerance break from watching Star Wars.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's nice to get back into it. So as of recently, I'm starting to get that bug again, that phase of wanting to watch stuff. So I think I'm gonna get back into Rebels and like we were talking about earlier, Andor and all that stuff. But
yeah.
as far as like future media, I think I'm more excited for like the video games that we're waiting for, like the
Okay.
Knights of the Old Republic remake, and
Yeah.
I'm hoping that we get an announcement for I guess the Jedi series for part three.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be sick. And I heard that he's got a live action coming too.
What? Really?
Like for the Jedi
For
Survivor games,
Cal?
yeah. Yeah, for Cal Kestis. I heard that he's
Damn.
got a live action, which I think that'd be sweet to see.
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully they use the same actor that plays him in the games.
They are planning on it. Yeah, Cameron Monaghan, which is why they based his looks off of the actor.
Yeah.
So, which is cool. So, and I hope they make it a movie. Don't make it a show. Make it a movie. Like,
Yeah.
so I think it'd be pretty sweet.
Damn, that's crazy. We gotta. I really wish they would make like Star Killer canon or something like that.
That's so hard to do though, because he is so OP. It's not even funny. You know,
I know,
like
but that it just makes sense. Why wouldn't he?
yeah. I mean, yeah.
He's
I even.
Vader's.
I mean, you could bring him in and then maybe just like not make him as OP. You know, you could
Yeah,
probably
because technically he's still Legends. The OP version's Legend. We could bring him in and make him like, because we can do it at a time before Luke is even thought of as a possibility.
right.
Because people's whole thing is he can't be stronger than Luke, but like Luke is a baby, so
Right.
you know what I mean, anyone's
Yeah.
stronger than Luke.
Yeah. And if you not dumb him down, but like bring him back to earth a little bit when it comes to his powers and stuff, you could even do a scene eventually with, which I think would be sweet, like Ahsoka versus Starkiller. You have Darth Vader's apprentice versus Anakin's apprentice. Like,
Yeah, even if they just make him like he shows up as like an inquisitor,
yeah, there you
and
go.
Vader just like really likes him and like kind of like takes him on a
Yeah,
secret mission to become his secret apprentice.
yeah,
You know what I
that's cool.
mean?
I like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's the first, what is that called? The first Grand Inquisitor.
Like that? No. Okay, so because you know how the Inquisitors randomly just disappear at some
Yeah.
point, like they're just not around anymore.
Yeah.
Especially like towards the Return of the Jedi. Like that could be he could be the reason why they had to cancel the Inquisitors, is because like Palpatine now can't trust Vader having
Oh.
access to a bunch of strong dark side users that he can eventually train to overthrow. Because technically, Vader could train 10 Inquisitors, and now all 10 of them could go and try to overthrow the Emperor. So
Right.
like Starkiller could be a good reason as to why the Inquisitors were cut off as a
Dude, that's a cool plot point. I like that.
yeah, right? Yeah,
That would fill in some gaps and explain where the Inquisitors went.
yeah.
And then,
Vader made an apprentice out of one of them and he broke all the rules.
yeah, dang. Back to Cantina says First Brother's already confirmed to be another what? Um, but we do want to announce too that with these Star Wars shows coming out, Battle Packs and I will be doing watch party live streams when the night these episodes come out.
Yes, sir.
So we are going to start not just for Skeleton Crew either. Like when all these shows come out, Andor, all of it, we're going to be here doing some watch parties and stuff, and we'll have guests on and different things and chill and chat, give our immediate reaction. As you guys, if you guys didn't see, like we're going to be calling ourselves Battle Gazer. So for those of you that didn't see the thumbnail, so looking forward to it, dude. Like this is going to be fun.
That's gonna be great, man.
So,
Starting next Tuesday, right?
Starting this next Tuesday. Yep. So we'll figure out a time. We'll plan out a time. We'll let you guys know on our different channels and stuff, and we'll keep telling you guys about it, letting you guys know. So, I'm super stoked about that. So,
same.
It'll be fun. Also doing another giveaway with Battle Packs here. Currently at 100, I'm at 168 subs. I just looked a little bit ago. Once I hit 250, we are going to be doing a giveaway, and our giveaway is going to be a lightsaber. Actually,
an official one from the Disney parks.
There we go. Heck yeah! So for those of you that want it, which one is it? Did you decide which one that one is?
The better one is the Plo Koon one because it's a full size lightsaber. So we'll probably do that one.
Okay. So it's a Plo Koon Disney Parks lightsaber.
Yeah.
Is what we'll be giving away for those of you in the chat here and on the live stream. Help me get to 250 and we'll be giving that bad boy away. So
yes, sir.
In the meantime, we'll be doing all these live streams and stuff and hanging out with you guys, taking chats, having guests on and stuff. So it'll be fun.
Yes, sir.
We got to get Tony in on one of these.
Yeah, well, I'm telling you, once we get it going, we're gonna end up with 5-6 people in here discussing everything that's happening.
Yes, which I want. I love having discussion panels and stuff.
Yeah, it would be nice to have like 10 people in here and everyone giving their opinion on episode 7.
Right.
Skeleton Crew, yeah.
Yeah, which apparently, from what I've heard, is supposed to be the episode where you really learn the most about who Jude Law's character is.
Episode 7?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So, like, it kind of is all revealed on like 6 or 7 or something like that.
And there's 8 episodes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So
yeah, I wonder if they're gonna set it up for a season 2.
I think depending on how well it's received, because that seems to be Disney's thing. It's not, hey, let's plan this out. Regardless, we're coming out with 2 seasons. It's let's kind of go by how the fans react.
How much money we make.
Right, exactly. If we make enough money and the fans like it, cool, we'll continue on. If not, we'll give her the axe.
Yeah.
So
that's why they canceled the Acolyte. They're like, oh, no point in making another one of these.
Right, dude, it's crazy. So you do have obviously your live. You got another live stream tomorrow night, right?
Yeah. Tomorrow I'm doing the cards. We're doing cards and Lego auctions,
Yeah.
and rip and ship. So you can buy some packs of cards, and we'll open them up live. You can
That's sick.
buy a box if you want.
How many more boxes of those you got?
Right here, I have 3, but I have about like 24 more coming on the way.
Dang.
These are the last 3 I have right here.
I gotta be honest. So I got a little like, what the heck is going on? When you sent me my last thing of cards, I didn't realize you sent them in a box. Oh, it's gonna do that now. I didn't realize you sent them in one of these boxes.
Uh-huh.
And so I take it out of the bubble. I take it out and it's in the bubble wrap, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure I did not order a $200 box of cards. What is going on here? He sent me the wrong thing, and then I unwrapped it, and all my cards were sitting in there. But I was like, at first, I was like,
Yeah. Yeah, I did that probably to protect the cards that were in there.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Yep. But at first, when I opened the box, I was like, what in the world?
Yeah.
So
yeah, sometimes I have to use what I have to use to protect the cards, and sometimes I've gotten messages from people like, I didn't order this. I'm like, well, did you open it yet? They're like, no. I'm like, well, open it.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh man. Dude, I just noticed your tattoo in your hand. Star Wars tattoo in your hand.
Yes, sir. It's a Sith Empire.
Heck yeah, dude.
Yeah. A lot of people don't recognize it, but some do. And when people do, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Now you know they're a nerd.
Yep. I'm a nerd through and through, baby. Like, bring it on. I don't care. So yeah, guys, it's been fun. We're gonna try and just keep this at an hour tonight. But like I said, we're gonna be doing some watch parties from here on out with different shows and stuff that come out. Even with like the Mandalorian movie and stuff that's coming out next year, we'll be doing a live stream and talking about that as well. So
yes, sir.
Be on the lookout. We're gonna be teaming up a lot from here on out. So like I said, 250. I'm at 168. I need 82 subscribers, and we're going to do a giveaway. Plo Koon Disney Parks lightsaber. So if you want to be in on that, share my page, have people subscribe, share it with everybody. So heck yeah.
Nice.
As always, and I always share this on here, go to Rebel Scum Apparel, use code Star Wars Gazer at checkout to get 15% off your entire order. Guys, sign up for those rewards because, like I said, every time you order, you earn points. Those points act as money towards your purchase. So build up enough points, add the 15% off. You're cooking. You're cooking.
Sure.
Also, go to saberspro.com. Get a saber. If you use code Gazer at checkout, you get 10% off your order there. Currently, they got, I think they still have it. I'll have to check their Black Friday deal. They had buy one, get one for 30% off. So go check them out. I'll be doing a review of one of their lightsabers pretty quick here. So stay tuned for that. Battle Packs, anything you want to add or anything else you got?
Nah, man, that's it. Pretty much good.
Heck yeah.
I'm excited to see everyone next Tuesday for episode 3 of the Skelly Crew.
Yeah, heck yeah, dude. And for those of you who haven't yet, go check out Battle Pack stream tomorrow night. What time does that start?
6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Okay, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That means 8 p.m. for those in normal Central Time and 9 p.m. for Eastern Standard Time. So, well, Mr. Battle Packs, I appreciate it, man. It's been fun.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you for having me. And then, yeah, I'm excited for all the future stuff we got going on.
Oh, heck yeah, dude. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. So, all right, guys. Have a good night.
And later, guys.
May the force be with you.
Yes, sir.